This is NDTV, and you're watching Classics.
Get loose. Give it up. Give it up.
Hello and welcome to Scope for Improvement, a show that brings you loads of ideas, loads of tips for changing your living spaces. If you have a space, don't know what to do with it, give us a call. We'll come with our team of experts, give your space a makeover, and that too completely free of cost. Before we begin today's show, let's take a look at what's coming up. First, a look at how we reorganize a crowded storeroom. Watch out for some interesting space-saving designs for your stores. And then how you can give ignored spaces a colourful facelift. This week it's Mrs. Nayak from New Delhi who got lucky. Is she ready for us? Let's find out. Anu Nayak is a painter by profession who spends majority of her time in this studio. Her work of 40 years often takes her out of this sanctuary to various exhibitions held all over the country as well as some parts of the world. With more time spent outside the house, this room, her storeroom, is slowly turning into an unorganized pile-up spot. A spot where she often stumbles over to find some forgotten antiques and treasures. Mrs. Nayak is a painter by profession, a painter who has to be on the move most of the time. As a result, this storeroom has been lying unattended with all the unused items and extra things in the house. Let's talk to her and find out what are the problems she faces when she comes into this storeroom. Mrs. Nayak, it's been a while that you haven't come into the storeroom. When you do come in, what kind of problems do you face when you have to locate something?
I think I really get very puzzled where the things are, and because they are kept very badly. I know it's all my doing, but I don't know where I've kept what, and then I forget what I'm looking for. I think I have to be more systematic and keep things in right places, but I have no time.
Mrs. Nayak, why haven't you been able to actually organize this space a little better?
I think the main reason is I don't have much time. And I don't know exactly how to keep it and how to organize it. I'll have to have some tips from someone to know how to keep it. I'm a painter. I'm not a very good housewife, I think.
Now let's take a closer look at this door. We all have storerooms in our house, and no matter how hard we try, all the unused and extra items lying around the house invariably get dumped out here. So let's throw this challenge of converting the storeroom, making it more user-friendly, to our interior designer Maliv Raaman and see what he comes up with. Maliv Raaman, a budding designer, would certainly qualify as a tall pillar of interesting contrast. 3 years into his company, Anagram, Madhav has graduated from his passing whim of being a cartoonist to a qualified graphics designer along with a degree from SPA.
So ma'am, you've got this storeroom over here that you want to redo.
Yeah.
What kind of things do you store over here? I see a lot of wood to one side over there.
Yeah, these are my framing wood, and I would like to keep them here, and some extra material of my painting.
Okay.
And my son does some carpentry work, so his tools and his toolboxes and all will be here.
You have a whole lot of art material. You have a corner here which I imagine your son does his carpentry on.
Yes.
And I also noticed you've got a washing
Yes,
machine
yes,
over there.
I also wash my clothes here, and when it rains I put the clothes to dry inside.
Okay.
So I must have some place for that also.
I see. So basically ma'am, what we'll be looking at doing is organizing your storage and shelving so that it is easier for you to access, a little more organized. There's not so much clutter. You don't spend so much time hunting for things once you're in here.
That would be really nice, yeah.
And also a little space for the washing machine to continue to be here.
Yeah.
And maybe a little corner for your son to carry on with his carpentry work.
Let's take a closer look at the floor plan of the store. This was originally part of a terrace which was later converted into a storeroom. Bad space management is what plagued this area. The store currently houses a carpentry workshop and is also used as a dumping yard for extra and unattended things. A washing machine has also been placed at a lower level in the store. What would you need to organize a store full of unattended items and unused items lying around the house? Well, let's join our in-house supervisor Shantan and see what kind of shopping he's lined up for you. Shopping for raw material for a storeroom was an easy task, but at the same time required a little bit of extra care in our choice of wood. Since most of the areas being built would be used as either workspace or for storage purposes, we stopped off at Jwala Prasad and Company in Kotla Mubarakpur and opted to buy commercial board. Our choice for commercial board was simple since it was proving to be both economical and hardy. Commercial board is usually available at 6 by 4 feet sizes, and depending on the quality you buy, prices start at 640 rupees per 19 mm panel. We picked up 11 6 by 4 feet panels which cost us a total of 7,860 rupees. With the wood taken care of, it was now time to place our specific requirements for glass at the Asahi Glass showroom. We wanted to place glass at specific places to make the job of searching for dead items even easier. We opted for 6 mm glass panels which are usually sold at 45 rupees per square foot. We ordered one 6 mm glass tabletop which cost us 135 rupees. We also needed glass panels for a cupboard with shelves, so we picked up 6 mm glass panels which cost us 45 rupees per square foot with machine edging. It was now time to enhance the quality of light as well as the electrical points in the store to make it more user-friendly. For the light fixtures, we decided to visit the Decon Lights showroom and picked up 2 box-type slim tube fixtures which cost us 825 rupees per piece. We also bought G-head wall-mounted spotlights which cost us 220 rupees per piece. And finally, to make the store more cheerful, we decided to stop off at the Goodless Nerolac showroom for our requirement of paint. We picked up 5 kilos of Suraksha banana cream paint for the walls which cost us 100 rupees per kilo. For the furniture, we picked up 4 litres of brilliant white synthetic enamel paint which is sold at 410 rupees per 4 litres. For the exposed pipes in the store and the glass frames, we picked up 1 litre of Tractor Orange synthetic enamel paint which cost us 140 rupees per litre. For a part of the wall and the parapets, we picked up 1 litre of Poppy Orange plastic emulsion paint which cost us 160 rupees per litre. And finally, 3 kilos of Suraksha white paint for the ceiling which cost us 100 rupees per kilo. We'll take a short break now. When we come back, work will have begun in Mrs. Nayak's storeroom.